video is purely made for entertainment purposes only, and not to be taken seriously. If you're easily offended, then leave the video now and go watch some other shit to get pissed off at. Alright, let's fucking do this.
Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. And today I thought I might be doing something different from my usual content. I obviously got bored of reacting to videos and get claimed every time. So today I'm gonna try to create a debate between me and you guys, and just to hear your opinions and discuss some of the NBA stuff. Obviously I'm a huge NBA fan, and being a basketball player is a huge dream to reach it. But however, today we're gonna rank the teams. The NBA season is like 1 week or 6 days ago. I don't know where this is gonna be uploaded, but it's almost here, and I am so excited. So we're gonna rank the teams from through five sets. You can say that, okay? And this is based on my opinion, and if you have any other opinions, let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments. So yeah, let's just get started with the video. Okay, so we have rebuilding teams that they're not gonna make the playoffs for sure, for me at least, and the 8 seed fighters that they're gonna be so close to make the playoff or not. We have the playoff team and serious contenders, and one team is gonna be in the NBA champion final. Let's get started. Okay, so we have the Philadelphia 76ers. To me, add Horford, and now they have Joel Embiid and Horford, Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons kinda getting his shots up, 3 points. So I think they are contenders. Yeah, they are contenders. They are a serious threat in the East. The Washington Wizards, John Wall, Bradley Beal obviously is still there. To me, they're not a playoff seed. They will be in the 8th seed fight. If they make it, it's gonna be barely. The East is very loaded this year, which I am so excited for. The league has finally found a balance after KD left Golden State and AD left the Pelicans. The NBA is kind of balanced now, so we're gonna enjoy so much matches, or comes playoff time, it's gonna be a blast. So I think they are in the 8 seed fighters. The Atlanta Hawks. No, Trae Young is not enough only in the East, so I'm just gonna put him in the rebuilding phase. Cleveland Cavaliers, Kevin Love just didn't pick up. I thought after LeBron, Kyrie took off Cleveland, he's gonna be like the Minnesota Timberwolves day, but no, it's obviously those days are finished, and I just think Colin Sexton, he's a tremendous prospect, don't get me wrong, but I think Cleveland are still rebuilding the team. Detroit, getting Derrick Rose is a big push-up. Getting Derrick Rose, now they have Derrick Rose, Blake Griffin, and Andre Drummond. That's a great triple threat, whatever you want to call it. But Derrick Rose was so cheap this summer. He signed with them for 60 million or so, or 20 million, 10 million a year. Derrick Rose, a former MVP. Obviously I'm saying this because my favorite player is Derrick Rose, but Detroit got the best free agent signing in my opinion. He fits the team, and just adding him with Reggie Jackson in the backcourt is gonna be a blast. But however, I don't think they're contending. They're not contenders in the East, so I'm gonna put them in the playoff teams. The Indiana Pacers. This team surprised me a lot last season. I didn't expect them to make it to the playoffs, but they did, and they did very well. Victor Oladipo obviously came through. Miles Turner, a great big man, is gonna be one of the best in a few years, so I'm gonna put him in the playoff teams. Milwaukee. Now, the shocker of the year was Milwaukee not making the finals because, well, obviously Kawhi Leonard happened, and yeah, Milwaukee was a huge contender last year. I don't think they are left. Obviously, they added Robin Lopez, and I think Robin Lopez. Robin Lopez. They added him, and I don't know if they are contenders. Obviously, they have Giannis, but let's put him in the contenders. It's so hard to put him there. It just okay. The Toronto Raptors, last year champions. Of course, they're not a great team now. They have OG starting the 3. It is a huge downgrade. No offense to OG Anunoby or something like this, but Kawhi is just the best small forward in the league today. So Toronto, I don't think they're making the playoffs, and it's really hard. They lost Danny Green, they lost Kawhi Leonard. They still have Pascal Siakam, but Pascal and Lowry is not enough, and I think they're gonna fight for that 8th seed. Hey, it's just an opinion. Sorry, Toronto fans, but the Dallas Mavericks. Okay, Dirk is no longer in the league, and they have some really great youngsters. They have obviously KP, Kristaps, and Luka Doncic, which is the future of basketball. This guy is just 20 years old and doing things that only LeBron did. Let's just be honest with each other. And yeah, I think they're gonna make the playoffs because now they have a full season to work with. And yeah, I think they're gonna be in the playoffs. So let's put them there. Okay. The Denver Nuggets. Man. Last year, did they make the finals? I think they made the finals against the Golden State Warriors, but they didn't make an impact. And I'm thinking, obviously Nikola Jokic is the best center in the league today. I think this year, with the West balanced so much, they could be a serious threat to win that championship. Yeah, I think they're gonna be a real threat in that West side. But yeah, let's put them in the contenders. Memphis Grizzlies. Now, I love the Grizzlies for a long time, since they have Tony Allen, Mike Conley, and Marc Gasol. Tony Allen, I said Tony Allen twice, I think. Chandler Parsons, he was good. Nowadays, I don't think they're even in the 8th seed picture. Who is running the point in Memphis? Anyway, let's just move on. They are rebuilding. The Minnesota Timberwolves. Okay, this team struggled a lot. I don't know what is wrong with them. They don't fight. Last year their team was stacked. They had everyone. Derrick Rose, they had Karl Anthony Towns, Andrew Wiggins, which is surprisingly the worst first pick. He just didn't show up at all. He didn't reach the hype he was. So I think they are in the 8th seed fighters, but I don't know. Their level is so low. I'm not interested in. The San Antonio Spurs, they are always contending. You don't know what's gonna happen. They're always in the playoffs. They always make stages that you didn't expect, and that's because the coaching staff and they know how to deal with talent. Sorry. They know how to deal with talent, and they know how to improve their rookies. They keep getting late first round picks and they turn them to a superstars. And they have now DeMar DeRozan, LA. They're working with so much power. So I'm thinking they could be a serious threat. Not NBA champions, but I think they are contending this year. The Utah Jazz. Okay. I think let's just pass them. I have nothing to say about them. Donovan Mitchell is great and all that. Let's go. The Los Angeles Clippers. Okay. Paul George Snake Gus left the Lakers for signing with the Clippers and Kawhi Leonard, which was a huge shocker for me. I didn't expect him to go to the Clippers. Come on, man. The Clippers? Really? Oh my god. Anyway, this... They are a contender, but can they make the last push in the playoff? Because their bench is so weak. They don't have anyone off the bench, like a huge power from the bench. Their starting lineup, it could be great, but I don't know. We're just gonna put them in the contenders right now. The Phoenix Suns, another team that struggles with making the playoffs, and they are very talented, but they just can't make the playoffs for some stupid reason. I don't know. They keep changing the coaches and they're not letting anyone get a chance. So I think they're a rebuilding team until they found that coach and stick with him for like a year or so. Just give them a year. They found the coach, spend like 4 months or 5 months, and they fire him and gets another one. That's not right. The Portland Trail Blazers, Dame Leonard, CJ McCollum. Okay, so yeah, I forgot about Nurkic. Let's put them in the playoff. I think they're gonna make the playoff. The Sacramento Kings, De'Aaron Fox. Okay. I don't know what to say about them. Yeah, they're just there. Rebuilding, they're still rebuilding. The New York Knicks. Okay, this team. Since Phil Jackson took this team, it just became a disaster. And now he's left, and the team is still going down slowly. The Knicks have a huge history in basketball, and it's really sad to see that happen to them. So I think they are still rebuilding because they don't have that prospect to make him jump to the next level, to be in the AC fighters or to be a playoff team. They have Dennis Smith Jr. And Mitchell Robinson, which is a great center. And that's it. That's all I can think when I think of the Knicks, which is sad. The Knicks had very good players in the past. Sadly, they didn't work out for them, and yeah, they're just rebuilding. They're still rebuilding. Okay, the New Orleans Pelicans. This team has so much potential. They got Lonzo, they got Julius, they got Josh Hart, and who else got traded for Brandon Ingram? They have Brandon Ingram and Zion Williamson, which is, I am so excited to watch this season. Zion is one of the best prospects to come in the NBA. Him and Luka Doncic, they're gonna take NBA basketball to another level. And being so close age-wise, that really gonna spark the things up. And we're glad we're gonna have the NBA for another like 15 years or something like that. And the New Orleans Pelicans, it's just a playoff team to me. I know, but they are so young. They're still... I don't think anyone in that team made the playoffs. Not one. I don't think so. I just keep remembering who are in this team. I don't think they made the playoffs. So, I'm just gonna put them in the playoff team. They can make the playoffs, but they're not contenders yet. So, the Charlotte Hornets, you know what that is. Sorry, MJ. Your team sucks. Okay, let's just move. The Houston Rockets. Russell Westbrook and James Harden. I don't think that's gonna work. Let me tell you what. Because they're both ball dominant players. They both want the ball to be in the hand. Russell Westbrook takes the ball so much, and it's fine. James Harden can work around it. If they get to make Russell Westbrook like play off the ball more, they could be the NBA champions of this league because they have so much depth in the roster. Clint Capella, PJ Tucker, they have so many players that they can use come playoff start. Obviously, the season is very long, so with the end you get tired and you start looking into your bench, but In the other teams, I don't see that power. And to be honest, in any team, I don't see that bench depth. I don't see it. So I'm just gonna put the Rockets in the contenders. If they knew how to work out together, and if they did, they're gonna be the NBA champions. That's my prediction. The Miami Heat. Okay. Oh, Portland added Hassan. I forgot. I just saw Miami and remembered the trash Hassan Whiteside. Anyway, I hate that guy, by the way. What he did to Miami was really, really bad. But Jimmy Butler, as we saw last season, it's not enough for the Philadelphia 76ers. With all the power, Kawhi just came and say, "Excuse me, move out the way. Let me just score." And yeah, Miami, they don't have much power too. Are they a playoff team? No, they're not. So I think they are an A seed fighters. They're gonna fight for that A seed. The Chicago Bulls, man, they could be fighting for the A seed. I don't know which is better. Let's put them in the A seed. Let's put them in the A seed. Hey, let's give them some respect. Just because I have a jersey of the Chicago Bulls. The Brooklyn Nets. Okay, KD is not coming. I think he's not playing this season. I don't think he's injured. And Kyrie is Kyrie enough to make him NBA champions? No, because he didn't do it in Boston. I don't think he's gonna do it in Brooklyn. Are they just a playoff team? No, they're not. So I'm gonna put them in the contenders. They're not champions. We know who are the champions. You know who are the champions. I'm gonna give my reason why I'm gonna choose the champion. Okay. The OKC Thunder. Chris Paul getting aged. He's getting 35 or 31 million. And who did they have? Danilo Gallinari, I think. They traded him. And they have the point guard for, I don't know his name. Is that it? Is that it? That's all I can think of the OKC Thunder. Yeah, I think they're a great playoff team, but I don't think they're contending. They're just a playoff team. The Golden State Warriors. The Golden State Warriors are not a contender anymore. But with the injury of Klay Thompson and D'Angelo Russell and Steph Curry, I don't know how it's gonna work. I don't think they're gonna work together. So I just think they are a playoff team now. They're not a contender anymore. Okay, the Boston Celtics, huge loss. Kyrie took off, and they have Kemba now, but I don't know if Kemba is enough. Kemba is an all-star, he's a great player, but can he put them in the playoffs? He couldn't put Charlotte in the playoffs. But with Boston, they have Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and Markieff Morris is in New York now, right? Yeah, I don't think they are contenders. Last year they were, but now they're just a playoff team. Finally, my favorite team. Now, obviously I want my favorite team to win the championship, okay? That's why I'm gonna put them in the NBA Champions column. Hear me what? The duo of LeBron James and Anthony Davis is one of the best in the league. Give me the duo that is better than those two working together off and on the court. You will not find anyone. I am being really serious about this, and yeah, I just don't think any team that can match their power of the bench. They can have either Dwight Howard off the bench or JaVale McGee. I don't know what they did with the DeMarcus Cousins situation, but they can't deal with the bench. The bench is really tight, and I think they're gonna win the championship this year, just because it's so balanced. And if LeBron and AD learn how to work together much more than they already do right now, they're gonna be the most dominant duo in the NBA history. I don't see any other duo other than Shaq and Kobe do what these two is about to do. The Lakers, Anthony Davis, I think had 20 points in first half against the Warriors the other day. Obviously because LeBron, when he plays semi mode of LeBron of beast mode. The Lakers are so trash, and when it comes to playoff time, LeBron just take it to another level. So wait, let me just take this. And yeah, I think they're gonna win the championship this year. The Orlando Magic. I think they were the 8th seed last year, and they gave Toronto huge problems in the first game, and that was it. They won by buzzer beater, I think, or what? It was a free from DJ Augustine. I remember watching that game. Yeah, I just don't think they're making the playoffs. I think they're gonna be in the 8th seed fighters column. I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs at all. Even that 8th seed is not enough for them. So yeah, that was my list, and as I said in the beginning, this is just an opinion. It's not like something you have to accept or agree with. This is just to create a debate, just to get contact with you more and have your opinions with me, and just debate with each other, just talk. Anyway, this channel is just for this. I made this channel just for create debates and just argue with others. Not argue in a bad way, but hearing different opinions, if you want to put it that way. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. That was a long video, I'm sorry. And yeah, if you have any other ideas you want me to react to or do, like quizzes or stuff, leave them in the comments. And yeah, see you Monday, I think.
I wanna see you in slow motion. Come stay the night, we can stay up till it's bright. In the morning, got the top open. Come take a ride, we can go